Hey, what's up guys, it's Hands, and it's been about a week since I did my last Gotham City Impostors gameplay video, and in that video I kind of gave you guys my initial impressions of the game, and I thought I'd give you an updated video, or an update video about my impressions since I've had some more time to play the game. And last week, I think two of the biggest complaints that I had with it was that it was entirely too laggy, and the matchmaking just sucked. That's the best way I can describe it. In terms of lag, the games that I was playing, people were like teleporting all across the map. Frames were dropping constantly. If you wanted to kill somebody, you'd have to aim in front of him and behind him. It was really a bad experience. I only played a couple games, and I just had to sign off and play the single-player challenge missions. And the time it took to get into those games was ridiculous. I think anywhere from like 10 to 15 minutes it would take me to find a match and actually get into a game. So yeah, day one kind of sucked, but I'm happy to say that since then I've had zero issues at all when it comes to lag and matchmaking. You can tell from the gameplay that everything's running very, very smoothly. In fact, I can't even remember at any point in time after day one that I ran into even a lag spike at all. The game's just been running very well. So yeah, I guess it was a launch day problem. And since then, everything's been working really great. And I think in terms of matchmaking, the longest it takes me to get into a game is maybe 2 to 3 minutes, but on average, it's probably somewhere in the ballpark of like 30 seconds to a minute and a half. So yeah, I'm really happy to see that that stuff's improved since the release date for this game. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying it a lot. And one of the reasons why I'm not using just one gameplay, I'm using all these different clips for the game, was because I wanted to really emphasize one of my favorite aspects of the game, and it's the sheer amount of customization that is incorporated into it, and not just how you can alter your character's physical appearance or how he looks in the game, which you can do. There's definitely a lot of options to change how your character looks. I'm talking about how you can change the way you approach the game. There's a bunch of different ways you can play the game if you so choose. I think the previous video clip I was using my invisibility class, and whenever you turn it on you can't use any weapons, you can't attack anybody, but you look like this translucent cloud. It's really hard for people to see you. You can be seen. If people are paying attention, they will notice you, but if there's a lot of action going around, if they're not paying attention, it gives you a great opportunity to sneak in on enemies and to take them out very quickly, especially if you have a shotgun. If you can close the distance, getting close to the enemy, you can kill them in no time at all. So it's a great way to clear out enemy defenses and give your team a chance to push in and plant the objective. But then there's other styles of gameplays you can utilize as well, like a support class. I think you'll see a couple examples of it here in a second. Random is using these X-ray goggles, and how they work is they allow you to see through walls, and you can tag the enemy. And every time you tag the enemy, they become completely orange, and everybody on your team can see them. I think it's coming up, yeah, right here. So everybody on the team can see these guys, and it's a great way to see where the enemy's located. And anytime one of your teammate kills them, say you tag somebody and a teammate kills them, you get the same amount of points that you would if you killed them. So the game does a great job of rewarding teamwork and not just putting all the emphasis on slaying enemies. They do a good job of just allocating the points towards getting the objective or helping your teammate. I think right here I'm taking on a healer role because these guys are trying to plant the objective and I'm trying to keep them alive. So yeah, there's a ton of different ways you can play this game, and I'm just barely at the tip of the iceberg. There's a bunch of different class combinations I've yet to even try. There's gliders, so you can fly around the map. You've got grappling hooks, so you can jump between different walls and jump onto rooftops and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of fun just experimenting with all these different classes. And one of the things that I'm really happy about is I was a little worried that the game would actually be there'd be weapons or gadgets or gimmicks that would be overpowered. But the game does a pretty good job of balancing everything out. Like, say for instance, if you don't want to be picked up by those X-ray goggles, there's a perk that prevents you from being tagged. What else? Like I said, the invisibility class, I mean, people can see me. I'm not 100% invisible. So yeah, I'm actually really happy with the overall gameplay. I think some of the issues that I'm having with it, though, is if somebody backs out of the game, it doesn't replenish the lobby, so you can go from a 6v6 to a 6v2, and that kind of makes for boring gameplay. But I heard that they're going to address this in some DLC that's going to be launched in March, and I believe the DLC is free, but it's supposed to fix it so people can join sessions in progress, which will be absolutely awesome, and it'll probably reduce the matchmaking time as well. And what else? There's one weird issue I have where I play objective games and it registers it as a TDM game, so I can't plant the objective, I can't even see it, but it doesn't happen all the time, and it's not really a big issue when it does happen. But I've been really enjoying the game. Definitely recommend you guys giving it a try if you have the extra Microsoft points. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and like always, take it easy.